Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Karma on Deck. I'm Karma of My Psychic One. I'm going to be doing your reading for the week of October 8th through October 14th. So let's do Taurus's reading. Let's tune in and see, shall we? Here we go. Taurus in the house. First thing that comes up for you is the card. I like the Fool card in a reading. It always means opportunity. It always means crossroads. It always means like being excited about something or a new adventure. Sometimes it means irresponsible behavior, and sometimes it means like having a new lease on life. So let's take a look and see how this plays out for you. Before this week, you have been feeling a sensation of feeling like a ghost in your own home, or not feeling effective, or that people aren't listening to you. This card right here is a Nine of Swords. It's like there is a shield between you and other individuals, or there's a block to your communication. You just kind of feel a little adrift or not feeling effective. Anxiety. The Ten of Wands. I mean, if you look at this picture, he's literally overwhelmed. He's got anxiety. There's things coming from all different directions. He's feeling overwhelmed. He just wants to cover his ears, cover his eyes, hide out. There's no place for him to go, just completely overwhelmed. With the Six of Coins playing next to that, it's telling me that you're feeling frustrated with bringing your finances to ground. As he's sitting here, he's got the balancing of the scales, trying to figure out how he's going to make ends meet, how he's going to bring things together, or how he's going to pull these different elements together to pull off what he needs to financially. Mushrooms, fantasy, mystery. I do see a trip up and coming for you, Six of Cups, referencing water, playfulness and fun. So even though all of this is going on, maybe you're getting prepared for a trip, maybe you're trying to figure out how you're going to make it happen. But I am seeing the Six of Cups, which references playful fun and possibly a trip for you. I am seeing, though, that overall, throughout what's been going on in this last little bit of energy for you, dear Taurus, I'm seeing the Eight of Swords, which is you feeling overwhelmed. There's so many things hitting from so many different directions. You can't seem to find your way out of the maze. However, the Six of Swords following that card tells me that things are going to lighten up for you. The swords are out, but they're not popping the bubbles, so to speak. Nothing's sharp. It's not really going to cut. It does feel overwhelming. However, it does feel like it's going to get easier. The Ace of Swords boils down to decision making. And you're also going through a little self-awareness. The Temperance card is you looking in your mirror. And having done the new moon like we had last week, I think it was in Scorpio, new moon in Libra. Anyways, the last new moon really was about redesigning your relationships and trying to decide how they play out in your life, like whether they're beneficial to you and whether they serve you, like whether the relationships are serving you and what the relationships are serving you up. Are they serving you stress? Are they feeding your soul? You're starting to align them a little bit better and see what benefit they have for you. And the Temperance card is also you looking in the mirror and taking accountability for how you have aligned your life and the decisions that you've made and what they've brought to the table. And you're starting to just make sure you don't get into the trap and the negative feedback loop of looking at yourself too badly, where it becomes a negative feedback loop and to where you that negative self-talk, right? Because we can get into a litany of that and it doesn't stop, and that drags us down. So pay attention that you look closely and in such a way that you take accountability, but not blame. I mean, you did the best you could with what you had. And you also, maybe some new information has come to light where you would have changed your decision had you known that at the time. I am seeing the Four of Cups, which is you being a little bit more social this week than you had prior to. So I'm seeing some social interactions for you this upcoming week. I do see the Page of Wands. And that usually means education or learning. This doesn't feel like some higher education where you're going to school. It might be an online class, continuing education, or it might even reference you teaching, because next to it is the Magician card. The Magician is the master. The Magician is the individual who has all things put together, and he can really pull it off. However, I know you haven't been feeling like that lately, but truly this is the core of it. You do have all the excuse me, material necessary within, and you're practiced at it. However, the feelings that you have coming up doesn't make it seem like you can't. But the Magician is present, and he wouldn't be present if it wasn't so. Take that to heart, right next to the Temperance. I don't know how I'm going to get this done, but you. Okay. So overlaying some of this information for you is the Five of Swords. The Five of Swords is referencing you setting boundaries. It always comes up with that energy of, you know, setting your boundaries sooner, making the decision to speak up sooner, making the decision to be a little clear before things get you pissed off and then you're really blowing up, right? I do see the Seven of Coins, which might possibly be a move or a transfer of some sort. So anyways, guys, this is the core of what is going on for you guys next week. I'm Karma. You can find me on My Psychic One if you want a one-on-one with me, karmaondeck.com. Like, subscribe, and share. I am going to pull some cards for you from Divination of the Ancients. Let's take a look and see. And let me know where you guys are in the world. I'm always fascinated by how far they reach or where I reach. What inspired you to come hang out with me? It's always fascinating. Like, who referred you? Need to stay. All right, here we go. Wishbone for Taurus. So wishbone says affirmation. So the line underneath says affirmation. So let's take a look and see what Divination of the Ancients has. Okay, affirmation. This card marks new life. Whether it comes in the form of a long-awaited baby, a new venture, or a great change for the better, it signals the perfect time to birth new ideas, restart projects that have been stuck in the pipeline. This is a very fertile time for you, so get your creative juices flowing and focus on all that you would like to bring about. Keep your thoughts positive and see the best in and for yourself. To ensure the magic of the wishbone blesses you and your hopes for a new life, say daily affirmations for all that you wish for and all that you desire to be. This time is right and your success is assured, so breathe renewed energy. It has been waiting to come to fruition. So remember I said you have the Magician card. And that's telling me that you can get all of this done. It's time to start making some decisions that align you better with what your outcome is, your desired outcome is. Incantation for the week, Taurus. I'll start right away. No delay. Creativity is the way. In projects new, I hold no doubt. Success for me will come out. So there you have it. So it says here, this is a great time for new ventures and projects. Stop procrastinating. Well, that's you, Taurus. Stop procrastinating. Get your shit together. Start focusing a little bit. Make a list. And use some techniques that keep you from doing that negative feedback loop. And like I said, it does mention positive affirmations. So like I said, don't be too hard on yourself. Love and light to you, people. Stick around. I'll see you guys next week or come find me on the live. Have a good night.